Thank you, Carol. Thank you, Vera, for putting this together. Thank you, White Deer Run, for a great facility. I hope, can you hear me okay? I hope everyone has their tea time set for after 1:30. We have our golf outing here July 15th. The Chamber's golf outing is going to be here. I know a lot of you participate. We hope to see you here if you're not able to golf later this afternoon. So want to thank all the mayors. This is my favorite day being part of the Chamber. And over the last 2 years, there's been challenges for business owners, challenges for various families, various government areas. Everyone's had a challenge. But we're standing here today to celebrate us actually being here together and seeing smiley faces and being able to commiserate a little bit about Libertyville Mundelein baseball, see how that's going. And in all fairness, someone asked, do they get along? And quite honestly, there are a lot of synergies that we have, and that we're lucky to be here around such great people. And with that, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. So I appreciate it. With that, I want to introduce a few people. And I know we have we have an agenda, and our goal is to wrap this up by 1:30. And I know we started a little late, so I get cut. Here we go. We're going to kind of do this as quickly as possible, but some of the VIPs in the room, Vernon Hills Police Chief, Patrick Crease. You can usually see him on hole number 1 of the golf outing, and his team. They have some really cool four-wheelers sometimes that come to that. Maureen Reedy of Visit Lake County. Terry Scriba of Mundelein Community Connection. David Archer of Cook Memorial Library. Scott Davis of Fremont Public Library. Thank you. And Mitch Bienvenue, of the SBDC. Just Mitch. So one of the things that we really want to do with the Chamber is provide value. And then I also want to thank our partnerships with each and every town. During the pandemic, this was crucial, and as Premier Village Partnerships, we want to thank Green Oaks, Libertyville, Mundelein, and Vernon Hills for that partnership. Thank you. And stalwarts of the community, Libertyville Bank and Trust, Mundelein Community Bank, Vernon Hills Bank and Trust. They're president's level member and our event sponsor for today. Thank you. And also a huge value, and they're a gold member for today, is Advocate Condell Medical Center. So along with Mitch, during the pandemic, Advocate was extremely beneficial in providing guidance on where things are at from a science perspective. And we're so lucky to have them right down the street and active in our chamber. So appreciate that, and thank you. We have Harbor Kitchen and Tap as a gold member as well. So this is Old Cafe Pyrenees in the corner of Milwaukee Avenue and 137. Go check it out. It is a fresh flavor and really neat design. You would never think it's the same place. So please give it a try. And thank you for your memberships. Now, so what do we do as board members? Obviously, Scotty drives the chamber, and Carol helps with marketing. We really just want to continue to make sure our mission is of providing value to our members is withstand, and we do that with our board members. And I want to thank our vice chair, April Koot, who is right over there, treasurer, James Wissam, Alan Burke from Advocate Condell, Bill Hasse from Wella Financial, Paul LaRoche, my good friend at Ace Hardware, who also loves smoking meats that I can talk about Traegers and different types of wood pallets with, so I appreciate that. Chris Piazzi, always there, always supporting the chamber. And then every month we get updates on what each town is providing, and Denise Kafkas with the Village of Green Oaks, Heather Rowe, Eric Gunther, and John Petrillo.
We had a couple people I want to thank. We had a couple sponsors for this event today, and one is our Wintrust Group, and the other is Improv Playhouse. Thank you very much. I'm going to ask Chris Piazzi to come up and say a couple words for the Wintrust Group. Chris?
Thanks, Scott. It's great to see this room of smiling faces without masks on. I think last time that we met here was probably 2018, 2019, and it's always great to see this smiling faces here. I'm here representing Libertyville Bank and Trust, Mundelein Community Bank, and Vernon Hills Bank and Trust. And as part of the Wintrust Group, you know, we are really part of the fabric of every community that we serve, and even those that we don't have offices in, which might be Green Oaks at this point in time, but maybe we'll work on that someday. But we are so proud to be able to sponsor events and support the chamber, because in the end, you know, small business helps things go, and people make small businesses go. So we're so grateful to be here today, and that our CEO, Steve Madden, allows us to continue to sponsor events like this because we are there with you. And our suite of products can help you do what you need to do personally and for your businesses. And if you don't bank with us today, give us a try. I think you'll be happy. Scott?
Thank you, Chris. I'd like to ask Dave Stewart to come up from Improv Playhouse and say a couple words as well.
It's a privilege to be here, just to be among the leadership in these three communities. It's a privilege to serve. And I know that you folks might have a golf outing afterwards. I was raised with a golf mother, a non-golfing father, and he used to say it's a great way to ruin your back in a 3.5-mile walk. I'm happy to caddy for any of you this afternoon. Improv Playhouse celebrated its 22-year anniversary this March 1st. You can applause because we've survived a great deal. And as a 25-year resident of Libertyville, it's just been a privilege to serve the community within the communities that are represented here. Our footprint and value extends throughout the Tri- and Quad-State area. We never shut down. We went hybrid at the end of May of 2020. How many of you remember that moment? From March 20th through the end of May, it was a scary time for a lot of people and a lot of you business owners. So we all survived and suffered through that period together, and I just want to say bravo to all of you that have been resilient and been through what we've been through as an organization. But that going hybrid enabled us to thrive. It enabled us to pivot, to find new service points within the community and beyond. And I want to say thank you to all of you who support the arts, not just in Lake County, but in the region, in the Chicago region, where I've seen so many performing arts businesses and other arts organizations close. We're not one of them, so thank you so much.
Thank you, Dave. I want to introduce the new general manager of White Deer Run Golf Club, John Robinson. John wants to say hi to everybody and say a couple words. Thanks, John.
How's everybody doing today? I'll be brief, but I may be a little biased, but I think this is one of the best views in the area. What do you say, right? It's awfully green nowadays. Obviously, March and April, we had a lot of rain, so that has really helped us out. But on behalf of all my staff, Debbie and Victor and Heather and Tim and Steve, all the leadership team, we want to welcome you guys here to White Deer Run. You know, Scott mentioned the 4 communities have come together, whether your businesses, come to all the golf outings and all the events. You know, I've worked for a handful of communities in my career. I've been here about 5 months now, and every one of the communities has welcomed me and the staff on everything we're doing here. We're making some changes here at the White Deer Run, and but I appreciate I look around, I see a lot of faces. I'm on a couple different committees in the area, and so I see a lot of faces here that I recognize, and people come in and welcomed me here. So I appreciate that. Wanted to say welcome to White Deer Run. Enjoy you guys coming out for this event. So thanks much, Scott.
Thanks, John.